What up, y'all? I'm gonna try to keep this as short as possible. I've noticed that a lot of you guys and girls that do watch my content aren't subscribed. Like a lot of y'all. And what's up with that? I just want to ask you to do me this huge favor real quick and be sure to subscribe and to turn on those notifications for when I do upload. I'm aiming to hit 30k subs as soon as possible and I appreciate any help that I could get. And with that being said, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Yo, what up? And welcome to a new SH Figuarts figure review. Yo, what up? And welcome to SH Figuarts figure review number 21. So it's officially legal now to drink alcohol. So, but putting that aside, this time we're continuing with the resurrection of F Saga. And if you watched the previous two SH Figuarts figure reviews, you already kinda know if you also watched the movie / anime / manga, which figure I'm gonna take a closer look at right now, and also if you just read the title. But whatever, it is what it is. So as you know, there's always been one character who just kept on saying, "This is my full power," which was never really the case, because he just kept elevating and elevating and elevating and elevating. I'm not talking about Goku or Vegeta or any of the other Saiyans or Cell. I'm talking about Frieza. He had all these different forms, and I love the fact that SH Figuarts is now actually making more figures from Dragon Ball Z, such as the Namek Saga, because you know we got Bulma from the Namek Saga, also pre-ordered that. We got the entire Ginyu Force. Skip that. And now they made Gohan from the Namek Saga in his Saiyan armor. Now that was a must for me because he was such a fucking badass in the Namek Saga, in my opinion. And also right after it, you know, when he fought for his father's honor against Vegeta. And yeah, oh my god, as a kid I rewatched that fight over and over and over and over again. Just go on getting up again and again to fight for his father's honor. And yeah, I really love that. So the fact that SH Figuarts is now kind of like going back in regards to the timeline and making the Namek Saga figures and figures from Dragon Ball itself, the very beginning, is just chef's kiss. I absolutely love it. So yeah, but Frieza was always, I wouldn't say a full-blown liar, but this man kept on saying, "This is my full power. No, this is my full power. Now I'm at full power." It's like, my man, are you at full power or what? And don't get me wrong, I love that. Just, I don't know, it kept elevating the stakes of the fight, you know, and that Goku just had to win because the universe would have been fucked. So yeah, I love that. At the time during the Namek Saga, Frieza showcased his final form, which we took a closer look at, the 2.0 version. If you haven't watched the video, I'll put a link to it down in the description below. But he showcased his final form, and then because Goku was such a fucking badass and beating the dog shit out of Frieza in Super Saiyan, Frieza showed his, at that time, full power by simply becoming fucking buff, just full-on Arnold Schwarzenegger his ass, like, god damn. So yeah, he became extremely buff, and that was at that point his full power. So cut to now, in Resurrection of F, he returns, he has his final form, and then, you know, Goku, like, he's so focused on getting revenge on Goku that, you know, they're just kind of feeling each other a little bit in their spar, which is kind of more like an accurate representation of what happened. But anyway, it was just awesome to me that the Frieza was like, now let me showcase my new power. You're gonna love this one. And we're gonna take a look at that very form, because for this figure review, the figure review that makes this series officially legal all around the world, we're gonna take a closer look at Golden Frieza. Now, this was definitely a very, very funny and unique transformation. And the fact that Frieza has even said to Goku that, you know, unlike his Super Saiyan Blue hair dye form, as Frieza liked to call it, he literally chose gold just to say fuck you to all the Saiyans and their special legendary Super Saiyan form. He's literally mocking all the Saiyans with his own power, bro. And shoddy for the women watching. That is badass. You know, you gotta hand it to him. That's kind of fucked up, but in a cool way. So yeah, but it's a very interesting colorway that SH Figuarts chose to give this figure. So let's start off with taking a closer look at the box right now. And here's the box, and as you can see, it has that nice Dragon Ball Z Resurrection of F logo on the front of the box. Now on the right side of the box, it has that beautiful continuation of that picture of Golden Frieza. And then on the back, as you know, obligatory product shots showing you a couple of poses you can put him in, as well as the Goku that I showcased in review number 20. Now if you haven't seen that figure review, I'll put a link to that figure review down in the description below. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say about the box. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at Golden Frieza right now.
Now then, let my revenge begin.
And here he is, and as you can see, Golden Frieza looks absolutely stunning. The light is definitely being helpful right now with, you know, bringing out that goldish tint, but at the same time, yeah, there's just, you know, there's definitely a bronze brownish tint also going on in regards to his junk, the upper legs and shoulders and biceps. Now if you compare that to how he looked in the movie and in the anime, yeah, it is definitely somewhat accurate. But yeah, apart from that, oh boy, there's one big issue with this figure that I kind of had the same issue with the 2.0 version as well as the Mecha Frieza figure, and that is the tail. Or actually in general, it's the stability of this figure. It's just not really good, and I think I know why, which we'll get to when we take a closer look at his articulation. But first, let's take a quick 360 look at this figure right now. Now, like I said, this Frieza figure looks absolutely stunning. The gold fucking pops. He just looks like royalty, which he is, you know, in a way, with the whole King Cold, and yeah, he is, you know, the Emperor of the Universe again, because of the resurrection, of course. But yeah, the gold pops. He looks absolutely beautiful. Like SH Figuarts or Tamashii Nations nailed it when it comes to the sculpt for this figure, apart from one thing. Like I said, it's the tail and it's the stability issue that you have, slightly because of that as well. But now let's quickly take a closer look at that beautiful gold. Now again, like I said, this gold pops. Like, this figure looks so fucking gorgeous. It looks amazing. Like, this is definitely one of those figures that looks 10 times better in person than on camera. So if you thought he looks good now, imagine how he looks in person once you get him. I don't know for how much he goes for on eBay. I'll gladly show that right now. But he looks beautiful. And that's also kind of what pisses me off. The fact that he looks so absolutely stunning, but because of the stability issues, you will always either use an eraser, such as myself, to help stabilize the figure a bit, or just use a actual figure stand, which, surprise surprise, is not included with this figure. I know, shock horror, but like, yeah, it's not included with this figure. So I was actually quite surprised by that, but you know, I got multiple of them, so I don't really mind. But yeah, so if you do see any shots from here on out where I use the stand, it's literally because I have to. That tail is not playing co-op, and without the tail he still has stability issues. Maybe it's because of my desk, I don't know. And for those who actually have the figure, definitely let me know what your experience was with this figure in regards to stability. But yeah, so without further ado, let's go over his articulation right now, starting off with, obviously, since it's an SH Figuarts figure, it can move its head all the way around. Now in regards to the neck, he can look upwards about that far and downwards about that far, so pretty good. Then of course, apart from that, you can move his neck side to side like that, so you can really put this Golden Frieza in some creepy I'm about to beat your ass if you do not hit that like button right now poses. I'm kidding. But anyway, apart from that, it's just very similar to the 2.0 figure. Now keep in mind, this is actually pretty important. This figure, to my knowledge, right, so don't quote me on this, but to my knowledge, this figure came out before the 2.0 Frieza figure, so this one basically set the new height that the 2.0 had to reach at least. Now, what that means is that a lot of things are very similar. For instance, I'm pretty sure the 1.0 also has it, but I don't own the 1.0, so yeah. But anyway, you can move this purple part in his chest forwards about that far and back inwards about that far, so basically fully straight down. And of course that definitely helps with his ab crunch, because Frieza, thanks to this articulation, can move his upper body backwards about that far and forwards about that far. So he could have definitely been in Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal video clip, and you know what moment I'm talking about. So yeah, but apart from that, yes, I did remove the tail again, so if you want to see the golden edition of an enormous hole, there you go. Now apart from that, taking a closer look at his arms, he can move his arms inwards about that far and outwards about that far, so overall just your standard as his Figuarts articulation. Now apart from that, of course, Frieza can rotate his arm all the way around. Now apart from that, coming down to his bicep, as always, you can move his bicep and the rest of his arm separately from the shoulders. And of course, it's an SH Figuarts figure, so that means that this golden Frieza has a well over 90-degree bend at the elbows. Now for the wrist, again, it's pretty much, if there could be a label for it, just standard SH Figuarts articulation. That's what this is, because you can move his wrist all the way around. And yeah, now coming down to his legs, first of all, I love how accurate to the show his legs muscles are, as well as, you know, his entire design. But I really love the attention to detail there with the line work. It's not just your basic anatomy, it's definitely accurate to how he looked in a movie and in anime. Now of course, Golden Frieza has a beautiful spread, and apart from that, Golden Frieza can move his legs forwards about that far. And not only that, you can fully move it all, even though it's kind of painful, all the way around, thanks to his lovely articulation. Now apart from that, Golden Frieza also has a just a little over 90-degree bend at the knees. Now coming down to his ankles, and what could potentially be the reason why he has stability issues. So let's take a closer look at his ankles right now. Now in regards to his ankles, of course you can move them all the way around, and you can have his feet going upwards about that far, and you can move it fully downwards just like the 2.0 Frieza figure. Now the reason why I think this figure has some major stability issues is actually because of the way this ankle part is sculpted, because as you can see, if I zoom in a little more, as you can see, most of the ankle is actually the joint itself. And yes, all his toenails are painted, also on his hand, as you can see right here. Like all of his nails are painted, so that's very nice. But as you can see, the joint is part of this sculpt, but I feel like there's not enough extra plastic down here that could fully support it and also to stabilize it, because as you can see, this is kind of tough to show you, so sorry if you can't fully see it. But as you can see, if this part of his ankle would have been a bit bigger and a bit thicker, and I think the 2.0 version has that, which, you know, is why even now that is the superior Frieza mold in my opinion. If this part was just a little bit thicker, I think it would help him balance and be a bit stronger when it comes to his stability, because it is shit right now. So that's very unfortunate, because this figure, as you can clearly tell, is definitely a figure that you want to put in some crazy funny poses. So yeah, I'm gonna try my best as we take a closer look at his accessories, starting off of course with this smirking face and these two open palm hands. The other one is actually simply resting on his back, showing you with how many friends you should share this video with. But apart from that, he also comes with two fists and this very serious head, ready to beat some ass and to prove to everyone who's the true ruler of Universe 7. So yeah, in my opinion, he looks absolutely fantastic. Again, the colors of this figure are just you know? So it looks absolutely beautiful. And last but certainly not least, in regards to the extra hands that are included with this figure, he also comes with this laughing face that we all know what Frieza sounds like when he laughs. And not only that, he also comes with this pointing finger that could be used for either a death beam pose, but also to show you who's the #1 frost demon of Universe 7, and that is, of course, Frieza himself. And yeah, I absolutely love the fact that they included his laughing face, because oh my god, did it become iconic ever since then. There are literal compilations on YouTube, so on here, showcasing every time Frieza laughed his ass off in Dragon Ball Super, and it's just hilarious. So if you want to have a good time, take a couple shots. I'm talking to the adults here. Take a couple shots, watch those compilations, and I swear by the end of it, you're laughing your ass off. So yeah, if you want to have a good time, look that up. But last but certainly not least, Golden Frieza also comes with this screaming face demanding that you subscribe right now if you want to see more SH Figuarts figure reviews. And yeah, that's pretty much it for all his accessories. There's no death ball or death slash or a figure stand, but do I mind though? No. I don't really mind. Like, if you want to have all those things, buy the 2.0 Frieza. So yeah, but speaking of that 2.0 Frieza, it's a perfect segue to start talking about this size comparison. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at how he stands next to the 2.0 Frieza right now. And here they are together, and as you can see, both of these Frieza figures look absolutely beautiful. They are so well fucking done. It's just nuts. Like, Frieza gets the special treatment apart from in the stability department. I don't know what the hell the people in that department are doing. Like, apart from the stability thing, and yes, there's no tail here because of that exact reason. But like I said, they both look absolutely stunning. And you know, in regards to height, fairly accurate, but the thing for me is just, I don't know, the 2.0 is just such a big step up from the 1.0, and the Golden Frieza figure, again, to my knowledge, released between the release of the 1.0 and the 2.0 version. So it's kind of like this, I don't know, it is definitely an upgrade from the 1.0, but compared to the 2.0, it's just, it's tough. I really can't tell you, well, yeah, I can. I still prefer the sculpt and the strength and the way they designed this 2.0 Frieza over how they designed the Golden Frieza figure, just because it's a lot stronger. And in regards to the ankles, I was right, by the way. The way they engineered it on the 2.0 is a lot stronger and more stable. So do I still recommend the Golden Frieza figure now, comparing it to the 2.0 Frieza? Yeah. Hell yeah, I do. Like, until Tamashii Nations makes a 2.0 Golden Frieza or true Golden Frieza, which is a transformation I don't understand. I've read up on it, I've watched the scenes over and over again, but I just don't get it. Is it like for those that know, please let me know down in the comments, and if you don't know, yeah, whatever, but like, I don't get it. Like, I love the way it looked in the anime, but I just don't get it. Is it like a grade 4? You know, just like with Super Saiyan, how you have, you know, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, and grade 4. Maybe this is like that equivalent, you know, so maybe the golden form only has, well, not only, but maybe the golden transformation has 2 forms, the initial golden form and then the true golden form. I think that's pretty much it. So, but again, if I'm wrong, definitely let me know, and if I'm right, awesome. So, until Tamashii Nations actually makes a 2.0 Golden Frieza or a true Golden Frieza figure, so a new one, this will have to suffice, and it does suffice. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Again, like I said, this figure looks 10 times better in person than on camera, and even on camera, he looks beautiful. Now, apart from the 2.0 Frieza, here he is with the boys. And here they are, and yes, the 2.0 Saiyan race on Earth Goku is just chilling in the background. But as you can see, Golden Frieza looks absolutely fantastic with the Sun family, truly showing them who's the golden boss in this universe. And yeah, he looks super awesome. Again, I love it in regards to skill. I'm not gonna say how well he skills compared to the GT figures from the 90s. But in regards to how he scales with Goku, I wouldn't say it's fantastic. The 2.0 Frieza is definitely better in regards to scaling. But still, he looks absolutely fantastic and I really love it. Now, if you want to have early access and exclusive content, definitely go and check out my Patreon page. Or if you want to support me on a more personal level, definitely go and check out my Patreon page. I put a link to it down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So from the Sun family, from the golden badass of Universe 7, and from myself, I hope you had an awesome day. I wish you an awesome day. And see you guys and girls in the next video. Peace!